Hi everyone, this is Melissa with My Pet Pigeon, and in this video I'm going to talk about, is it okay if you get a cat when you have a pigeon? So I don't normally have cats, but I'm fostering 6 of these little cuties from the local animal shelter, and I've had them since they were 2 weeks old and can barely walk. And now, as you can see, they're big, they're 2 months old, and this is the size of cat that you'd be adopting from the shelter if you went in and wanted a kitten. So I've learned a lot about having cats with my pigeon, and I'm going to share some of that information with you. So I used to think that if you were to get a kitten and raise them from a really young age, you'll be able to train them not to attack your bird, someone that they can, just hang out with and be best friends with. And what I've realized with these little babies is that isn't really easy to do, and this kitten is a little attack machine, and they're so playful at this age. There's really nothing that they won't try to pounce on and bite, and even their own shadow. I've seen them attack my daughter's sock on the floor. So they're just so energetic, and it's just in their nature as a predator animal to attack and to bite things. All right, here's another one. So I think in general, a kitten would be a terrible thing to get when you have a bird. As a side note, a rabbit would actually be a really easy thing to have with a bird. And I know that because we also have a rabbit that we took in from our front yard. And so the rabbit and the bird actually get along really well because they are both prey animals, which means neither of them have an instinct to hunt or chase or attack or kill anything, of course. They just find their food on the ground as vegetarians. So actually the rabbit and the bird get along really well also because it's like the pigeon likes to go and get some pieces of hay from Oreo's litter box where he also eats his hay, and she'll steal it and use it in her nest. As another side note, rabbits and kittens actually get along really well. So if you're wondering about that, how that's been going, our rabbit is really social and loves being giving attention and pet, and the kittens are really social, and because the rabbit's also bigger and not afraid of these little rascals, he's just really appreciated the attention that they've given to him, and they like to jump on him, and he thinks that's fun. So kittens are a bad idea when you have a pigeon. I think the only way that it might possibly work is if you have a really feisty pigeon who likes to be the boss and might be able to tell your kittens via pecking and wing slapping that your pigeon is a terror also, and you should not mess with your pigeon. My pigeon is not like that. I think she would rather just run away and fly away instead of deal with a kitten jumping on her. So I wouldn't trust a kitten with my pigeon. But if you perhaps have a pigeon who's willing to peck at your kitten enough, I wouldn't worry about the kitten getting hurt because anyone with a pigeon knows their beaks and wings are not dangerous enough to really harm even a kitten, in my opinion. So you might want to teach that kitten a lesson by letting your pigeon kind of give it the business. And maybe the kitten will then learn at a really young age just to leave the pigeon alone. And I could see that being a possibility, but you definitely don't want to leave them alone without human supervision to make sure everything goes well for them. So another thought, of course, is what about an adult cat, which I don't have in this house. But I know a lot of people out there have cats and birds and dogs and all mix of animals all together. And they say it works out just fine and everyone loves everyone. So yeah, sure, that can happen. Of course, you need to really know your cat. You just have to make sure you don't leave them in a room by themselves without your supervision, because are you willing to bet your bird's life that your cat is trustworthy? Some cats just have a natural drive to attack birds or things with feathers on them. All right, just look at these cat toys that they designed for cats. Like, they have feathers on them, and this one used to have twice as many feathers, and these kittens have just kept ripping them out of the toy. You're almost, as a human, you're training your cat to attack things with feathers on them. So careful what kind of toys you pick for your cat. All right, so all in all, I don't recommend having a cat with your pigeon unless you really have a cat that you've known for a while. My kittens are really unpredictable, and I'm really glad that I got to take care of them, and I'm really glad I'm not keeping them because I don't think it'd be a good fit for me. All right, thanks for watching My Pet Pigeon, and if you haven't noticed, we moved to a different house, and so my background is a little different, and Rose's cage is different as well. And that's why it's been a while since I've been able to make a video. And all right, I look forward to seeing you around. Go ahead and leave your comments or questions down below, and like this video and subscribe if you haven't already.